What's up, people? You're welcome to the Loose Talk podcast. What's happening? What's popping? My name is Osagie Alonge,
My name is Ayomide Tayo 82.
and let's start the fucking show. How's everybody
Yes.
doing? Oh yeah. We have somebody here. Steve is in the house. Steve.
Yeah, what's up? What's up? People, they will know that I'm in the house now, even if you don't tell them. You don't bother yourself. The people
It's
will
not
know.
a video podcast. You always have to talk. It's not a video podcast. People can't see you.
All right.
All right. What's the
Pride.
conclusion?
The conclusion is that is the three people who usually host the podcast, so they will know that Steve is around, right?
What if Steve is not around?
You will tell them, oh, Steve is not on the show today. He's busy with something, or he traveled, something, right?
All right. One day this thing you will enter trouble with this thing.
Osagie, let's not do this every episode, I beg. We already know it's bad behavior, so we'll just move on.
Fair enough. All right.
It's just I would have done introduction, but I'm mourning with some of the clubs that got to relegation, so I'm not in a good mood today.
I'm so happy that Everton escaped relegation. I'm a very big fan of
Okay.
Everton. I love Alex
What are you
Iwobi.
saying?
I love Sean Dyche. So for me, I was so
It will be his
happy.
best season.
Fam, let me tell you something. Like how they played the last game of the season in the EPL now. All the games are played at the same time.
Yeah.
It was the Everton game I watched. I didn't even watch the Man U game.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, it was the Everton game I watched. Full 90 minutes. I didn't bother watching any other game. Yeah, because I was fully behind them. And when Leicester went up against who were they playing? West Ham, right?
Against West Ham.
I was scared because I can't. Everton has never been relegated from the Premier League. Never.
Yeah.
The only club
Such a traditional Premier League club, right?
you get.
Yeah.
There's a first time for everything, no. I beg.
I know there's a first time for everything, but I'm just like, do you see Everton in the Championship? You don't see them there. It's Everton, guy. We grew up, peak period of watching Premiership, right? Probably like that 02, 03, 04, 05. I think that's peak EPL for me, to all the way to like maybe 2008, because I was in like uni, and all that stuff. That was when I
See when
really
Man City
enjoyed.
came with that. See when Man City
Exactly.
came with that blood money. That's what's what EPL.
Exactly. Everton had always been doing their seventh, sixth, eighth, seventh, sixth, eighth, just like that. I think one time they even went to the Champions League. Shout out to David Moyes. So for me, man,
But they didn't
I
they
will,
didn't get to the group stage, right? Because I know Villarreal beat them in the qualifiers. Which
At least they
uh,
got there.
is
At least-
something people have
At
forgotten.
least they
that
played the anthem for them.
Newcastle is going to play qualifiers, right? So they better get it right. Though.
the fourth team back then used to play qualifiers. I don't think they do that now.
Is it? I think so. Let me see.
I think
No,
they
I
do. You go and play with some dead
I
teams
think
abroad.
they used to do that back then, because I remember one time Man U came fourth and it was a big deal. We had to go and play some crazy qualifiers, but I don't think they do that now. I think the four guys expressly going to the Champions League.
Yeah,
It's
let me
there
have to
now.
confirm that.
Even when you check like the Champions League, like all these aggregator pages, whether it's BR Football or whatever, they put like the list of people that have gone into who will go into the Champions League group stage already. So it's done and dusted. They are not going for any qualifiers.
That's
Lucky
true.
them.
The top four teams in the Premier League qualify for the group stage. That's true, Osagie. You're right.
Yeah. So shout out to Everton for escaping relegation. Shout out to Manchester United for coming third, winning a cup. Shout out to Eric Ten Hag and the whole squad. Anyways, let's move on from sports before we get some people bored. We have a lot of fan mail, as I mentioned last week. So we're just picking up from last week. Some of these mails were written like 11, 12 days ago. But yeah, this is the walk. This is the way. Who watched Mandalorian, by the way?
I do.
I think I did.
I didn't
Yeah.
watch the last season though. I'm not watch the last season though.
I haven't watched the last season as well. That's season 3, right?
Yeah, season 3.
Yeah, I haven't watched it yet. But they say you have to watch Andor before you watch season 3 of Mandalorian.
I beg. I just Google what happened. I can't.
I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do those YouTube recaps. You know, that's what I did for Game of Thrones season
Yeah.
4 or season 3.
Yes.
Oh, you didn't
The
watch
Star
it?
Wars universe is too big.
Yeah, I didn't watch. Game of Thrones. I think it was season 3 or season 4. You know, I was catching up on it, so I didn't have time. Something. Okay, I think I didn't have the CD or the DVD then or something. So I just went to YouTube and the thing did a whole recap for me in 20 minutes, and I was caught up on that season, and I moved to the next season straight up.
To the next season. Man, I can't wait
Okay,
for House of Dragon. I'm missing quality shows.
you know I've still not watched House of Dragon.
It's best
Yeah,
time
why?
now. Writers are on strike. Oh. Better watch everything you want to watch now. Writers are on strike.
But I
Funny
think
enough,
they
you know what
filmed
I'm
it
watching
already,
now?
They filmed this season already. What are you watching?
Oh,
Oh.
okay. Okay, I'm watching Law and Order SVU. I started from season 14.
Oh.
You're starving.
That one
This thing is
institution.
starving, bro.
It's starving,
No, no.
starving.
This
No,
thing is
no, it's really
starving,
good,
bro.
It's really good.
That's
This nigga is starving. This brother's starving.
This thing is starving.
Oh my god, Twitter will not kill me. All right, man. Twitter is crazy.
So a guy posted a photo of him in the gym, right? And he has his tattoos like close to his penis, like around his penis area.
Oh my god, his thigh
A guy
area.
now posted a photo. Someone now quoted a tweet and posted a photo of a guy that spread his leg, and said, "This is how this guy was in the tattoo shop."
I saw it. They've been trolling that guy.
Bad.
They've been trolling that guy.
But
Why are you going to have your tattoos? Why are you going to have tattoos close to your,
understand.
your thighs? What's wrong with people?
private
What's
area,
wrong with
like,
people in
yeah, I
2020,
understand.
2023? What's wrong with people?
Oh, well,
That's how you had
I just don't
that
understand,
young.
bro.
That's how you had that young influencer boy
TikTok boy,
running
right?
into people's houses. What the hell is that?
That guy has to be arrested. Yeah, he has to be really
He should have
arrested
been
and be
shot.
jailed or something.
He should have been
I think he
shot.
has done something.
Black lives
He
don't
done
matter with
something
that
new.
boy.
I saw something on Twitter, but I didn't bother to open it. They said he took control of his train, something like that. Is that true?
I don't know. I don't care about
He
that
put
guy.
a new stunts. He put a new stunts that's trending now.
That guy needs to be arrested.
Yep.
See, and he can only do all stuff
He's
like
lucky
that
he was not-
because he can only do stuff like that because he's in the UK. If you're in the US, man, down south,
You die.
you would have
You
no,
die.
you've blown your head off.
Yes.
You know.
You become a hashtag. Simple. There's nothing more.
States that have stay your grand law. Stay your grand law,
Do you
something
have-
like that. They use it to justify
Yeah.
killing you. You're gone. You know, you're gone.
Shotgun to your chests. You know those shotgun with pellets.
Pepper your life.
You
Those
understand?
pellets are so
Shotgun to your
dangerous,
chest.
bro.
Bro. I've seen the bullet before with the pellets inside. It's not funny.
Yeah,
Because when you
it's not funny.
cock that thing and shoot it, right, the pellets disperse.
It scatters
So you have
into-
like you have about like 30 to 40 metal balls going into your chest.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's what they used to rob Two-Face. That's how they shot Two-Face now. I think the second robbery attempt.
Wow.
Yeah. So when they operated him, it was pellets they took out from his legs or something like that. Have you guys forgotten?
I remember
didn't
the story. Yeah.
Yeah, the second
Yeah, I
time
know they
robbed
shot
Two-Face,
him.
They shot him. Yeah, they shot him. It was pellets that they took
Yeah.
out.
The one in the car, B. The one inside the
The
car.
one in the car. The one inside the car. That's true.
Yeah. That's the second one. Yeah.
That's the second one. Yeah. Super bad also.
All right, man. Let's get into fan mail. All right, this is from Mayor. Greetings, Osagie, AOT2, Daddy OG, CBIC. What's this CBIC thing? Break it down for us. I know it's on another podcast of yours with Ugochi, but like break down the CBIC.
It's a religious movement. It's a religious movement I'm spearheading. It's called Celibacy Boys in Christ. No sex, no fornication. We are dedicating our lives to Christ. No sex till marriage.
How
So why
different is
you
this from the sorry, Steve? How different is this from the incels
No, 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 no. We're
category?
not incel, please. We're not incel. We are serving the Lord. We are serving the Lord. We're not incels, please. We are a religious organization, not a militant organization. There's a difference.
Okay, fair enough.
why are you
Steve, you were
spearheading
going to
the
say
movement that
something.
you're not partaking in what you're preaching?
Excuse me. Holy police.
Yes, sir.
If you investigated and you have evidence, bring it out now. Thank you very much.
All right, no problem.
Yeah.
I will.
Okay, so back to the email from Mayor. Greetings, Osagie, AOT to Daddy OG CBIC and his IB family, and he who must not be named, Oga Steve. Please, nobody
You
should
don't know Harry
disturb.
Potter.
Please, nobody should disturb Big Steve. If you big, you big. I beg. It's this kind
That's
of
it.
people that hype
Mm.
Steve and just they
That's it, man.
just encourage bad behavior.
Pause. Steve, a man is calling you Big Steve. Pause, man.
Anyway, Mayo says, I'm a new listener of the podcast and I love your discussions. You always have something interesting and informative to say about various topics and artists. I just listened to all the episodes and I love you guys' chemistry. Sorry about that. I love you guys' chemistry because Osags reminds me of that your level headed friend that you look up to, but not them, they do pass, but they are the best. I don't understand, but I think I should take that as a compliment. On one of your previous episodes, you guys were talking about the Afrobeats industry using old tunes in their songs, and that reminded me of a 2019 song called A Million by Veronica Vega and Quavo, produced by Polo the Don. The lyrics aren't that good, but the beat is fire and done to perfection. Big ups to musicians nowadays that drop throwbacks in their songs like Techno with songs like Jogodo and Ruga with Ashiwaju. Thank you for your time and keep up the good work. I do remember that song called A Million by Veronica Vega and Quavo. I believe they sampled Haruna and Shola on the record. Ayo, can you remember the record?
I don't know the record. I have to go and listen to it. Too.
Okay, we'll put the record in the footnote. It's actually, they sampled him in the intro. It's actually dope. It's actually dope the way they did it.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
Yeah,
All right.
shout out to Mayo. All right, this is another one from Shegun Odejimi. Shout out to Shegun Odejimi. I don't know if you Ayo, you probably know him. Steve, you probably know him. He worked at Net for some time. No, he didn't work at Net. He actually worked at with Chris Ihidero, but very, very close to the Net family. He's also a fantastic
Yeah, I know.
marketer
Yeah, I
and
know.
creative consultant. Hailings OGs, Osags, my the Net Oga, AOT2, my former neighbor. Oh, wow. Okay. So you guys were neighbors.
Yeah, so I know him.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Steve, who I am yet to meet, but thoroughly enjoy listening to his takes and analysis. I triple hail Luna. Do you see, Ayo, do you see how people give Steve like some special acknowledgement?
Nigerians like badly behaved people. That's all I'm going to say.
Starting to get on my nerves.
Yeah, don't worry.
It's
We'll
starting
change
to
the
Sweet
get
guy
on
now.
my
narrative very
nerves.
soon.
You self no like me. Why are we friends? Make other people and you see better.
Pause,
Other people don't
pause,
see the
pause,
better
pause,
things when
pause. Thank you.
it's true,
It's
it's true.
starting it's
That didn't
starting
come
to
our
get
way.
to me. People are just encouraging bad behavior. Special
Bad behavior.
special greetings, whatever.
Now
Big
so weekend start.
Steve,
This is how weekend started.
bad behavior. It's great to have you guys back. My excitement was through the roof when I watched the announcement video. I must have watched that video at least 6 times. I followed the pod every Monday since you guys restarted. Wouldn't be an exaggeration to say it remains the highlight of my Mondays. As always, you guys are doing amazing work with Loose Talk and putting real fire in my belly to restart my Nollywood Backstories podcast. I'd be hitting you up on that soon, Osags. Bro, hit me up anytime. I'm ready to have that conversation with you. Anyways, I wanted to thank you guys for what you're doing for the culture and, of course, for those coming after us. Make una keep up the great work. More money in your accounts. P.S. Thanks,
Amen.
Osags, for your hunter's recommendation. Loved it. Don't break. Shegun Odejimi. Thank you very much. Again, this is another person testifying to the amazing recommendations I give out on this
Oh
podcast.
God. Oh my
Yes,
Yeah.
God.
I'm very pleased and honored to to be fulfilling this role. So shout out to you, Shegun, and to the haters.
Sorry. I want to point out something. Do you know any good knowledge podcast? I think that's something missing from
I,
my
I
library.
I don't know. I guess there might be, but I've not seen anyone on my radar yet. But there might be. I don't know.
How can we not have
Yeah.
like for Nollywood though? Like, come on, man, we need it.
Nollywood podcast,
Obviously,
right?
it's something that is needed right now. Sure.
Yeah, very good,
Yeah.
a good
I
knowledge
think I
podcast.
think
Yeah.
I'm not sure about podcasts, but I know there are some like vlogs, people who,
Yeah, I follow these guys on Twitter. What's the name again? I forgot. Ah man, fuck. It's so unfortunate that I forgot the name. Shock. It's not Shock NG.
is
It's Shock
shocking.
NG. I know what you're talking about.
It's Shock NG
Shock
now. Yeah,
NG.
it's Shock
Yeah.
NG. I enjoyed their commentary on film commentaries on Nollywood. I do enjoy them. I follow one other platform like that on Twitter. I've forgotten their name, but I think I follow um, two or three people that I know that I enjoy. Yeah.
Yeah, I think yeah for podcasts, I'm not sure, but yeah, I've been talking to Shola Thompson for like a minute now. I've been trying to do something, but nothing is coming to fruition. Hopefully, we can actually sit down and build something. I have the whole concept in my head and everything, but he doesn't just have the time, and he's super busy. So hey, just fingers crossed there. All right, let's move into the next email. Hi, LT Giants. This is Kenny from London. It's my first time sending a fan mail, but I've been a listener from day one. Shout out to our day one listeners. This podcast has been an important part of my life from 2016, and I've made sure I plugged my close friends on it till date, and we still remind ourselves, don't fuck up the money. I think "Don't Cover Up the Money" is a classic episode. I have to go and look
Yeah.
for that episode
Yeah. It's a
and
very
just
classic
listen to it.
episode.
It was a classic episode. I was annoyed that day. About the Seun Kuti incident, I have some few questions. What would have happened to his family? What would have happened if the driver of that car was a random young guy? How many lives have been lost in similar incidents due to accidents? Happy trigger. I'm not trying to defend him here, but please let's put some nuance into this. Keep up the good work, OGs. You have been a blessing to us. Please, we need our guests back for the backstories. Okay, who wants to tackle these Seun Kuti questions?
The Shankut, well, obviously, must have sent this a while ago, but still, yeah. If that was a civilian, maybe he had the right to react the way he reacted, but that was a police officer, and there's no way in the world where you are allowed to lay your hands or assault a police officer or anybody that represents the Nigerian government or the federal government. So he's in the wrong. All that other one is story. He's in the wrong, the first one, and he was duly arrested and prosecuted and taken to court. If it was a civilian, that would be a different matter entirely. Even if it was a civilian, the civilian can still take you to court for you laying hands on him and harassment at the end of the day. And thankfully, nothing happened to him and his family. So we can't be the law doesn't work with ifs and maybes. It's what happened they will judge. And since that didn't happen, two, he slapped a policeman, then hey, he had to be taken to court. I was taken to jail for some days. Thankfully, he's out now. He's on tour, and yeah, everything seems to be okay right now. But at the end of the day, what he did is fundamentally bad. We can argue about what happened with the Nigerian police and how they made it a show of shame and they just made it into a circus. At the end of the day, it's the Nigerian police's way. But the fundamental thing was that he harassed a policeman. He sexually assaulted. I said sexually. He physically assaulted a policeman, and that's what got him.
That would have been wild.
Bro, that would have been wild, man.
Now go past coma. That policeman will have entered more than coma.
I think for me, the only thing I have to say is Osagie is still laughing. That would have been wild.
Bro.
The only thing I have to say is, guys, I don't think we should be putting hands on people, civilian, police, or whoever. We shouldn't be putting hands on people if we're not defending ourselves from like attack or something like that, right? If an accident happens, and what should be your instant reaction is gratitude. Oh, it would have been worse than this, and nothing happened. Oh, guys, be careful next time, and you start going your way. Your family has not been hurt, right? Nothing has really
Mm-hmm.
happened. No damage has really has really happened, like, on a large scale, and everybody is safe. You can just come out, shout what you have, like just shout, tell the person to be careful next time, enter your car and go home. You get, it's not as if someone opened, like someone deliberately, like accidents happen by mistake, like it's error, human error, right? So the person you is probably also trying to recover from the shock of the error that he or she just committed, right? You putting your hands on that
Yeah.
person is not going to change anything. Do you understand? It has already happened.
Yeah.
So you should have like the spirit of gratitude that, oh, it's not even, thank God it's not worse than this. Get into your camp, take your family home. There's no need for you to start hitting people. He was just super angry, and he's somebody who can control his temper, to be very honest. And that is not a position we should be in at any time. Anger is the enemy. Just control it, and I tell myself, I'm still also giving myself this same message, like this I'm still talking to myself, right? Because everyone gets angry. But your ability to stay controlled when you're angry, I think it saves you a lot of headache, you know?
Actually, I agree. I mean, I absolutely agree with what you guys are saying. Whether I was a policeman, I mean, a policeman, or a regular civilian random guy, it's the same thing. You can't go ahead and attack people. And I'm sure it was a genuine accident. Nobody was plotting to kick anybody's or hit anybody's car with their family in it off the road, or anything like that. And if you really do feel that you want to deal with the person, then take the necessary legal steps. Whether you want to sue the person or report the person to, the police station or wherever, right? And I know you would say things don't work in Nigeria and all that, but yeah, things do work. Things do work. It just takes a lot of time, and that's the only way. Sorry, but that's the only thing you can do. But to get out of your car to physically assault somebody when the person didn't knowingly cause you harm,
Yeah, man.
no, come on, man, come on. Even if it was a manslaughter case and the person can go to jail for manslaughter, right? That's fine. Like, yeah, but you still have to follow the due process, which is go to court, try the
Def-
person, and if the court finds the person guilty, then the person is guilty for manslaughter. But I know they are similar. I mean, a lot of incidents have happened on the road, accidents and all that, but it's not the right approach to take. And I really don't want to create an excuse for. So, and I love Seun Kuti a lot, from his music to, just his person, being Fela's son and all that, everything. But yeah, I'm not gonna stand it, or try and create an excuse for it. To be very honest, but yeah, shout out to you, Mr. Kane Day. Let's move on to the next one. Uh, Good day, Osagie, Steve, and AOT2. I don't know if it's only me or and nobody has written and said that he or she is a new listener. Everybody now OG listener. I am a new listener and I wasn't aware of this podcast before. I heard about the pod on 234 Essential that you guys are back, and I decided to check it out, and the rest now history. Please, I need help. I am very interested in the music business, and I don't really know how to start. I have an upcoming artist friend that I believe in, and I want to help him and also help myself. I plan to apply for the Maven Future 5, but I doubt it will work because in I don't live in very far from Lagos. I think you're trying to say you don't live in Lagos, or you live very far from Lagos. My interest in music business and production started last year, and I have not gathered much knowledge about it, but I just want to start somewhere. Please help. Thank you. Over to you, our resident music industry expert, Mr. AOT2.
I don't know. You're talking about, I don't know. I'm a tech bro. Please.
Please, 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 please answer this young man's question and say,
All
take him
right.
out of the
So
dilemma.
you want to enter the music industry? First of all, yeah. Thankfully, you're in an era in the world where we have the biggest and most resourceful university, and that's free, and that's the YouTube. So whatever you want to learn in the music industry, whether it's artist management, whether it's you owning up your record label, whether you being an A and now, whether it's you doing live events, management, road manager, whatever, you can actually go to YouTube and get the basic steps. That's first of all. Now when you get the basic steps, the music industry is very practical. So you can't just have the theory in your head and now just decide that, oh, you're a professional. That means you now have to go out and seek internship with some of the biggest names in the industry. Now you stated in your email that you live far from Lagos. I would suggest, it's like somebody in America who decides to be an actor. At the end of the day, you have to pack your bags and go to Hollywood. You know, maybe you're going to create a 1 year or 2 year plan where you intern with one of the big companies here in Lagos. Because at the end of the day, you're still coming to Lagos to pursue your career. At the end of the day, you want to be a full time music industry exec, you have to come to Lagos. So it's best you make the jump right now. So when you make that jump, intern with any of the companies, and don't be too caught up with, oh, this is what I just want to learn. You have to learn everything. The best music execs know how to handle each department because you are going to have you need like basic knowledge in every department in the music industry so now everything works together. And from there you keep on moving on higher and higher in the ranks and you get there. Another thing, you have an artist, so apart from you learning about the music industry rules, also learn how to seek for finance because music industry is not based on charity. Nobody is helping any artist because he can sing. People work, this is their 9 to 5, so you have to pay for their services. Also, a good friend of ours, Gordon Tom, has a music um online, I don't know if it's online music degree, and you
Music
can enroll
Business
for,
Academy.
thank you, Music Business Academy, which has a lot of great alumni right now. So you can actually go there and you actually receive lectures from some of the best music execs, not only in Nigeria, Africa, but in the world. And the experience is life changing. So these are the tools that you have, but you have to make that sacrifice at the end of the day. Nothing comes from nothing, man. If the mountain is not coming to Mohammed has to wear his slippers and start the journey at the end of the day. But yeah, if you have any other questions, you can hit me up on my socials. Yeah.
And your socials is
AOT2. Simple as that. Twitter or Instagram.
fantastic. Fantastic. Thank you
Yeah.
very much, Ayo. Very well said. Next email is
Yeah.
from Kelly. Kelly says, please, where can I get all the older episodes of the former Loose Talk podcast before the hiatus? I can't find them anywhere on any streaming platform. Thank you very much. Steve, do you want to respond
It's
to
on the
Mr.
dark web.
Kelly? Okay. I already said it. It's on the
I don't know.
dark
I already
web.
said it.
It's on the dark web. You're not getting it anywhere.
Yeah.
You're not getting it anywhere. Not getting it anywhere. All right. This is from. I always have to read it to know if they don't want us. Okay, yeah. This person says this is from Damilola. Hello, Giants. This it might be a long read. Please pardon me. This is my first time sending a fan mail, although I've been a listener since 2017. Day one, day
Yeah.
one. Shout out to our day ones. I just want to say I'm so proud of you guys and what you've accomplished together and individually. People have sent me emails sharing how they've grown since the pod started. But we, the listeners, have also watched you three and the different contributors along the way grow in life and career. It is also nice to see you guys haven't lost your touch even after the hiatus. I'm not sure what the contract terms or details were, but it would be nice to get some old episodes back. Hey, you people and old
Oh God.
episodes, you let it go. Let it go, please. Episodes back on streaming platforms, especially the ones with guests, because you guys give us gems with individuals with from different sectors. Also, to SAGs, we got introduced through a mutual friend last year and we had a Google Meet call. Thank you for the time once again. It's been a year already, and my apologies that I haven't reached out since then. But I suffered some personal issues that affected me, and not being around in Nigeria didn't help. But since then, I've started writing on Nigerian pop culture, honestly inspired by the Niger way, thanks to AOT2 and some other things that I'm excited about. I'd like to know if it's okay to reach out again. I promise to be consistent this time. Reach out to me, bro. Reach out to me. Here's a link to an article from last November on Ashake on his debut album. Okay, you have the link to your Substack page here. We'll put this in the show notes so everybody can read. I appreciate if you guys can read and give some feedback, please. Thank you to you guys for spreading shares to so many of us. Shout out to you, Dam Lola. I hope you're in a good place now. Please reach out to me anytime. I know you're not getting the old episodes back. It's gone for good. Or like AOT2 said, you can find it on the dark web if you can get there. And
Yeah.
please, when you are accessing the dark web, I'm not an advocate for it. Do
Yes.
not,
Please
I repeat, the
do not
accessing the
enter
dark
the
web,
dark web.
anything where you want to see, now you get them. And those episodes are not on the dark web. I was actually just joking. Thank you. We'll put I'll actually read the Ashake article and we'll just put in the show notes for every other person to read. I think we should do one more. Oh my God, this is
Yeah, yeah.
very long.
Let's do one more.
We can't do this now. We can't do this. All right. These are very long emails. You guys, these emails are long. Okay, I'll take
We
this
have
one.
smart people
Hi,
now.
yeah. I'll read the other ones on. I just unread them, so I'll read them on the next episode. This is from Philemon. Hi, Giants. Hope you guys are great. I appreciate you guys reading my fan mail the last time. I just want to say I found it very helpful, and I started writing articles and posting on my Medium page, like Osags advised. Last time I sent a fan mail, I commended Osagie for plugging us to great TV shows. Unfortunately, Osagie hasn't recommended anyone since then. No be so. Also, I might get parboiled for this, but like Steve, I enjoyed Night Agents. Steve, this is
Huh.
where you come in and gloat.
My brother, it's God that will bless you. Bro, do you know they are still cooking me for night agents on a WhatsApp group? Ayo and Osagie, they're on that WhatsApp group. And they watch people cook me, bro. Like they cook me once every week. Like it's so
Every 10
sad,
working
man.
days,
Thank
every
you.
7
Every
working
10
days.
working
10
days,
working days, dead, bro.
I just get cooked. Oh my god.
What's that meme?
Man.
Hey, bro, I'm getting cooked.
I ain't go, I'm going to lie. I was getting cooked.
Anyways, maybe this guy says maybe because I have a bias for shows like that, but I actually enjoyed it. That
Man,
aside,
that was what led me to talk about that movie. I like anything CIA, FBI. I just really love it.
yeah, I feel you. I feel you, Steve. That aside, I want to commend you guys for always looking out for young men. Since I started listening to the pod, I've learned a lot and I've become more ambitious than I was. Listening to Steve speak about his life just makes me get up and work. I don't get that from any other podcast. On the last episode, someone sent a mail about La Liga fans doing podcast about La Liga or La Liga. I also had that idea too, but there was no motivation to start. If I could connect with that person, maybe we could make something happen. It's nice to see. It's nice to send in the mail, guys. I appreciate what you guys do on the pod. I'm attaching the link to one of my newly published articles at the end of this email. Hopefully, my goat AOT2 checks it out and gives me some much needed feedback because that will help a lot. Thanks, guys. Love you all. All right, so we'll go and look for the email about the guy who talked about La Liga, and I'll do an email intro and just link both of you guys up. And I'll forward you this email so you can read
Yeah, yeah.
Now,
Philemon's.
why
I
did they
think
call
he
him
did it.
goat?
Yeah, I think he did a review of Wande Cole's Legend or No Legend album, so you
Please
can
send it to
check
me.
that
Let me
out.
read it.
Brave one.
Yeah, I'll send it to you guys. We'll put it in the show notes so people can read it as well.
Yeah.
All right. We started this podcast or this episode with congratulations. And I want to extend that congratulations to the new Commander in Chief of the Federal Republic, the Grand Commander of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, who's our new president. If you guys are
President.
listening to this on Monday, he's getting inaugurated today.
Yeah.
Congratulations. We have a
Good
new
score.
man in power.
Yeah. Here's to another 8 years of APC.
Another 8 years. Well, can't be 8 years. It's 4 years for now. That's one thing we know for sure.
Baba, 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 baba. Let's be focused,
As long
please.
as
I
that,
beg.
as long as he's alive, he's doing 8 years.
It's doing
We
8 years,
can't see.
bro.
You
That's
cannot tell.
how
Whoever thought Donald Trump would do only 4 years?
Even Joe Biden. Joe
I.
Biden is doing 8 years.
Joe Biden, I said Joe Biden. Donald Trump he didn't have the resources to will the election his way. Like he can't do it. It's America. Like this, the system will not allow him. In Nigeria, the system will allow you to do whatever you want to do. Right? Like we don't have like strong systems. That's why people get away with anything.
So you feel like
You
the
understand?
incumbents will then use the power of the incumbents
Incumbents can use the
to.
power of the incumbent to do whatever they want to do because we don't have strong institutions.
I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying, and
Yeah.
I somewhat agree. Yeah, I see what you're saying. I
Yeah.
somewhat agree with what you're saying. Yeah, the power of the
Do you
incumbents is very,
understand? Do you
very strong.
understand? Do you
You can't
understand?
separate. You can't separate the electoral. Not like you can't separate it, but like the institutions that will run and manage. It's very hard to
Thank you. They
separate
are
them
not
entirely
independent.
for them to
Yeah,
be. But they
exactly.
say they are independent now. They say they are
In,
independent.
in name, but not in
In
operational
Not in
action.
standards.
practice.
And not in practice. You know.
Yeah.
Do you understand that as a US president, you can have
Mm-hmm.
the House, the Senate, so just frustrate you like easily, right?
You can get
Easily.
impeached.
You can get
Yeah.
impeached. Like it's bro, is wide, bro. Like that. Nothing. The Nigerian president has so much power. It's insane. It's insane. You know. So man. And just because of
The-
what I think, or what because of what I think happened in the last election, I don't think I have any hope again for this country. So anything they want to do, they will do it. If they win this election, let's look at how underwhelming everything is. Even in the inauguration, even like that's how I feel anyway. I don't know if people feel otherwise. I just feel it's underwhelming. I just feel everything is underwhelming. But the only positive thing I'm taking away from this thing is it can't be worse than Buhari. It can't be.
See,
Bro,
You get
bro, let me
don't
tell you
bet.
something.
Steve, don't bet,
The
oh. Do not
no,
bet
no,
on that.
no, Ayo. The bar is so low. The bar
That
is
is very
so
true.
damn freaking low right now. I don't see how you can go lower than this.
There'll be no
And
bar.
also,
It will shock you.
someone
There'll
like
be no bar.
Tinubu, no matter what you think about him, he's not an enemy of progress.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Do you understand?
He's not
Buhari
going
was
to
an
shut
enemy of
down. He's not going to
progress.
shut the borders.
He's not going to shut down the border. He's not going to
No,
take
that's
some
stupid.
ridiculous decisions that will hurt the economy. Buhari
He's not
is
going
a
to
straight up enemy of
change. He's not
progress.
going to
Buhari came
change
into
the redesign the naira notes because he's trying to frustrate
exactly and
somebody
frustrate people. Thank you.
and then
Notes
frustrate
that we
people.
can't
Yeah.
still see.
Like-
Notes that we can't still see.
Those notes are gone
Buhari
now. Those notes are
Buhari will
gone,
take
right?
decisions that will hurt. Buhari will take decisions that will hurt the economy.
Yeah, the
And
people.
just feel that he's doing like just look at what he said. Just look at what he said a week ago. That when he came in, he saw that we're not producing rice. And I said, you know what? Ban the importation of rice. He doesn't care if we get hungry, that we must start producing rice. That is not how that's not how someone who's
It's done.
progressive thinks. You can't say because you want to do something. Like you should be able to do like the way I see it, right? The way I see the economy is how do people get more money, first of all? And two, how do people buy cheaper things, right? So I understand the need to say, oh, you want Nigerians to start producing rice. But if you are looking at the bigger picture, right? What has that contributed to us? What has that cost us? Has it put us in a better situation? No. So that's how I see these things. Like Tinubu is not going to be that person. He's not an enemy of progress. And that's what Buhari was, in my opinion.
Yeah,
Okay.
the Buhari scorecard, right, is filled with red biro.
Oh, boy.
The Buhari scorecard is filled with red biro. See,
The only thing green,
if
the only thing green in Buhari's regime is in infrastructure, which I believe that one, it doesn't take any hard work to do projects like that, right? It's just to go and borrow. He
Yeah.
borrowed money. He borrowed money, right? And did those projects. I also believe it's one of the surest and one of the easiest way to siphon money. because you are doing
It is
projects, right? Two,
inflated
three,
contracts.
I think the bar is too low for us to be judging a president by building roads. Do you understand? Like a whole in
Yeah.
2023, we are looking at the president and saying, "Oh, he built a lot of roads." It's insane. Like it's insane. I'm very happy for him for
Infrastructure,
the
road,
third for
something that
the
should not be mentioned.
for the ni- yeah, it's something that should not be mentioned, in my opinion. So I want to ask
Yeah.
that time the road that they say that he built to Niger, when he said he wants to improve the economy, the trade between Nigeria, right? I want to ask,
Yeah.
has there been any data to prove that was a good investment?
Data. Data.
That's my point.
Yeah,
That's
because
what we should be working with in
you
Nigeria.
should
Yeah.
yeah, because anything you like, see, is I understand what you're saying, Steve. Whatever you create, right? Whatever you set as a policy, whatever infrastructure you build, right? It should always translate to the betterment of the people.
Betterment of
So
the people. Yeah.
yeah, so
And I
if you're
want
setting
it
a new
translated
policy,
into verifiable data that you can use. You should be able to say, you know what, with this road that I built, I was able to improve entrepreneurship, like business ownership. I was able to improve trade by
exactly,
so percent, by
Yeah,
so
yeah,
exactly,
yeah. True
amount.
that.
Like I
exactly,
need those things.
exactly.
That we
Where are the
and
results?
we are the results. We should. Oh, you built road, it's fine. You built Lagos to Ibadan train. I want to see the
What
impact. How many people
what's
like?
Yeah.
the impact?
How? What's
Yes.
the? There's a way you should be able to do this analysis, right? And that's my problem with people in government. They don't have people just go into government, Nigerian government. There's no KPI. There's nothing.
No
So nobody
OKRs, no
What's
does
the
something.
KPI?
KPI.
No OKR, nothing. They just go on. They just go and vibe. It's,
Now
it's just
vibe.
annoying.
See, the next
Social and
time
vibes.
anybody is going to tell me where are the OKRs this quarter, I'm going to tell them Nigerian government doesn't have OKRs. Why should we have OKRs?
So why should
I'm
we have
just
OKRs?
Oh god.
it's crazy, but you're right. If you're going to build a bridge or you are going to build,
Exactly. I should be.
you're going to fix the road, a 10-kilometer, road, right? You should be able to show me the impact of what you're doing. If not, it's pointless.
It's
It's pointless at
pointless.
the end of
Yes,
the
it's
day.
pointless. It's in 2023, like with so much technology and access that we have in the world, we shouldn't be doing things based on vibe. I gave them road. Now everybody is happy. Yes, it's fine. But what is that road? How is that road contributing? In terms of like businesses, in terms of like now if someone comes and says, "Oh, I want to improve, I want to do the Port Harcourt to Aba road," right? There should be a way to analyze these things to say, "Oh, since we did this road, this is how much people have
Trade
enjoyed it.
has
This
been
is how much
incre-
business
trade has
traders
been increased
exactly
by
it has
Trade and
increased
commerce.
exactly.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know,
We've reduced
that's
accidents
how
by
when
you know
you start giving me that kind of data, it means that you as a government you are working right. You're not just working; you are working with an intention. You have a set result in mind. You understand what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Yeah.
I agree. I totally agree with what you're saying. So, but me, like I said, right, the bar is so low, the report card is filled with red that
Yeah.
Yeah.
let's see, and this is not an excuse for like the incumbent government to now say, oh, the bar was so low, so we just, everywhere was F and E's, so we just brought D's. And D's now let my people go. No, like they
Yeah,
have to
yeah,
also do the work. But I'm just
definitely.
looking forward to now. I mean, he's in power by now, so I'm just looking forward to the cabinet. I'm looking forward to naming the ministers. That whole thing that we missed with Buhari's tenure the first
Man took
time,
six
where everything
months.
was slowed down. Yeah, it
I
took
don't think
6 months.
6 months.
Like,
I don't think
looking forward
Tinubu
to
will make.
seeing.
I don't think Tinubu will take 6 months to name his cabinet. Probably in the first month or so, he will name his cabinet. Probably in the first month.
Yeah, I'm looking for things that will happen. Like I'm looking for things happening real fast, and I think in the first 100 days we'll be able to see what direction in which we are going towards.
Yeah.
Honestly, that's what I'm looking forward to. Yeah. Any other thing about Tinubu? Who watched that video? I'm sure everybody saw that video.
Which video?
There's a video of him being introduced. I think they were the president was taking him on a tour at Aso Rock or something.
Okay, when
Was
he
it
leaned on the
video?
table. When he leaned on
Yeah,
the table. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so it's obviously these things are not this thing is not shocking anymore. That's how it's not shocking anymore. If this happened in December last year, it would have been trending, right? But people
Yeah.
know what like we need bro, we are used to it now. You get so what are we going to do about it? It's fine.
We know how see they
We
go.
just wish yeah, we know how see they go. And we're going
Yeah.
to see more of it because now as a president, he's going to have more public functions, he's going to speak more, he's going to be the scrutiny will be like mad now. We're going to see more of those videos. And trust me, Nigerians will move on. Nigerians have moved on. Nigerians, we know how to get used to things quickly. We've gotten used to
Yeah.
it already.
Move sharp, sharp.
There's no big deal
Yeah.
about having a president that's not 100% healthy. So my brother, we know how to
Since
they go now. For
1999,
Nigeria,
how
we have
many
a money. Let's
presidents?
manage its culture.
Since 1999, how many sick presidents have we had?
Three now, now.
Three officially. Three officially. We don't know more about that one, but three officially.
That's crazy. That's
Yeah.
crazy. Since 99. That's crazy. Yeah, so new dispensation. Let's see how it goes. We'll be on this podcast
Vibes.
to discuss it, inshallah.
Yeah, I just know that Lagos is now MC. We're throwing a joke in the room that in the group chat that if Sonolu had have his way, he will just do handover. He will just do the ceremony this night in Lagos and get
Yeah,
to the
like
plane
Gandhi.
tomorrow morning to Abuja to join
You
his
know that's what
boss.
Gandhi is doing.
That's what Gandhi is doing now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Gandhi has handed over tonight as when we're recording this, has handed
Yeah,
over.
he has to be in Abuja now. Abuja is where the
He's,
thing is happening. Everybody's in
he's
Abuja now.
lobbying for
Lagos is
ministerial
empty now.
position. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm. But when is someone swearing in his studio, right? Like it's Monday.
Still,
Yeah, May 29. May
it has to be
29.
tomorrow now.
But he has his is in Lagos.
Of
Yes.
course, it has to be in Lagos.
And they will
But
do it sharp sharp and Baba will fly
I'm
out.
sure they will do it sharp and use the private jets sharply to Abuja.
I think
I'm
they will
Yeah.
do
sure.
it before. They'll do it early in the morning. Then he'll just
They do
zoom
it early
off.
in the morning. Yeah, he'll give his
Zoom off
speech
to
and then
Abuja.
some
Uh-uh.
straight up.
I
No
hear
social
everybody's
media
in
manager.
Abuja.
Everybody, bro.
Yo, I was speaking to a lady last week, and she works in Abuja. And she said that the influx of people in Abuja in the last 6 months has changed. Like there are a lot of Southerners in Abuja right now. Like it's the people are just tripping in, and that also includes women of commercial value. Let me just put it like that.
Well, how does
Yeah.
Ayo describe this? What the
He's a
hell?
nonsense
No,
person.
it's no.
What is
Women of
women of
commercial
commercial?
value.
What do you mean by women of commercial value? What does that mean?
Women that said they are commerce. That's what it means now.
Women of commercial
Anyway,
value.
they said like the outlook of Abuja has changed. There are more. You don't go to see, they're beginning to see a lot of your Lagos boys trooping into Abuja. Yeah,
The dynamics are changing. Dio
the
said we
numbers
should
are
check
changing.
Snapchat. Dio said we should check some people's Snapchat.
Our Snapchat minister, we will check it.
Minister of
I'm not,
Snapchat.
I'm not a Snapchat.
Wait, sorry, that politician that we were talking about, is it not going to do swearing into?
My brother. Swearing in for what? No, don't worry. Don't bother about that. It's in Abuja.
You know what swear?
Chilling.
He doesn't need to swear. Okay, it's all
But
good.
I don't think he needs to do Sha. I
Okay.
don't think state House of Assemblies, they do that May 29th thing.
I know the
I
next
think it
swearing
will
is
happen on their first sitting or something like that.
Oh, okay. He still has time. He has time. May I go enjoy for Abuja.
it's
Yeah.
business as usual.
Lobby
Yup,
one or
yup.
two things.
Please, I
All right,
quickly
what happened
want to
next?
touch on. Yeah, I quickly want to touch on how I think as Nigerians we're losing our value. I mean that is there, right? But more
Osage said we are.
We are losing.
No,
Losing
I
is
said we are losing.
ing. That means it's present tense. We have lost
Yeah,
it.
Since
you're saying it's
Yes.
past tense.
Past participle.
Well, I had a reminder this it wasn't this past week with the AMVCAs, right? This was the
Oh my
first time
God.
in my life, where people would post, their outfits as usual, right, on the red carpet or before the red carpet. Okay, first thing I
Yeah.
noticed was a lot of people were posting their photos pre-red carpets. And this is the first time I was seeing it. So they are either done photo shoots at their home or somewhere, and
Yeah,
there were
yeah,
some like ridiculous places. Some people were doing it from the jet. Somebody did it from a yacht. Some people were
yeah.
doing it from studios, and I was wondering, was this the same time they had they worn this clothes before and taking the pictures
Oh
and
yes,
videos, and they were just
Yes, yes,
releasing it?
definitely.
yes,
Oh yes,
yes, yes,
definitely. They've
yes,
taken it before.
yes,
It's
yes,
a whole, lineup. It's a whole
yes, yes,
package.
yes. I do a couple. I do some media for a couple of clients. I know for a fact that they did the photo shoots. Two of them, I won't mention any name. I did the photo shoot 3 days before the event, and they had their pictures ready like 2 days and a day before.
Are you
Yep.
serious? That's crazy
Yes,
because
sir.
It's the game.
because I
In
was just
fact,
like,
one went
this,
to. In fact, one went to. If I mention the event now, people go and search. One
No
went
go, no
for
talk am.
one went for a foreign film festival, right? And
Mhm.
wore a very nice outfit, right? That outfit, she had a lot of photo shoots with it in Nigeria, like with fine locations. Oh, then on the day of the
Hmm.
film festival, after the film festival, the I think only one photo came out from the event, but the other photos are from with the shirts was from the shoots. Do you understand?
Mhm.
Yeah, that's what they do now.
Yeah.
So they would make their like do all that makeup, do their hair, and wear the dress and take the photos, and then on the day of the event, they now start releasing the pictures.
Oh yes,
Yep.
yes,
I
yes.
roll out now. I
That's how
roll
it
out.
is.
So
I
Sorry,
roll out.
what? Oh
it was
man,
so funny. The whole my
God
outfit
damn it!
cost some $20,000.
That is where I wanted to go
I beg, I
into.
beg.
That is
I
the
was going
value.
home. The
That
police
is
now
the
stopped
value.
me. Police now stopped me. I was hailing me. Bro, it was so tacky. Like I don't
What's that?
understand. Ah,
Steve, let me break it down for you. Let me just break it down for you. Right? So this is a movie and TV award ceremony, right? But because
Mhm.
our entertainment scene is so warped, so upside down, we now have TV reality stars who are D-list and E-list now hogging the headlines with people who use 3 months, 4 months to shoot a movie, right? The main people you're supposed to be celebrating at that event did not have the same headlines as these people who wore caricatures and came on the red carpet. And this just shows you how bad our entertainment industry right now is, where the clout addicts, the clout merchants are actually making more buzz than people who bring substance, like singers, actors, directors. Look at Kunle Afolayan. It was a big night for Kunle Afolayan. He won 2 or 3 awards that night for his movie. Wonderful movie. But between that and somebody's dress of, that had an invoice that was made on Canva, he got lost in the headlines. And people were picking on rubbish. This person dressed this way. This person didn't dress this way. And the people they were even highlighting don't have 2 or 3 good movies in between them at all. And that just shows you that as Nigerians, we don't care about substance anymore. It's just the flash, the fluff, the rubbishness of content that we like.
What would
also,
thank you so much,
okay.
Ayo. I just want to say, like, what when I mean like our values are being eroded or have been eroded, this is the first time I'm seeing someone post their lovely outfits and then post the cost of the outfits. Like at
Yeah.
the end of the day, when you wear
Yeah, yeah,
things
yeah.
like not about the cost, it's the beauty. Oh, did it look good
Yeah,
on you? Was this,
yeah.
how like you know, beautiful did it look? How much effort went into it, the design, the aesthetics around it. These are things that you celebrate, right? They are like intangibles that you celebrate, and then people praise you for your beauty or how well you were able to put it together and all that. Nobody has ever talked about how expensive the dress is. Like we
No.
see the Met Gala, right? The
Yeah.
whole Met Gala, nobody talked. I didn't see any pricing. Even the aggregators that were
No.
putting it on the platforms, I didn't see anybody that say, "Oh, this dress costs $27,000 or 100." I didn't see any of that. So, what would take you to put the cost of what you are wearing and share it publicly with everybody? Like
Because you are
what
insecure.
is going on? What is going on in your mind, bro? It is because That is where Nigeria is right now. People only respect people that are perceived to have money.
Thank you.
And
You said
whether we like it
perceived,
or not,
not even have
yeah,
money, perceived.
of course, perceived. And whether we like it or not, we can say, oh, this is some tacky stuff. The
Yeah.
message has gotten to who the
Oh,
target audience was.
of course. There's a target audience for this now.
And I have a very big issue with it. Everything is not about money, guys. Everything is not about money. You wear a dress, you put how much it is. I'm also seeing these people where they're interviewing and saying, what are you wearing? How much is it? How much is it? Like, come on, man. Come on, we can do better.
Yeah.
Like only they talk, oh, Ninja.
Now when they talk, next year they go do them again.
It's money, and it's also what he does. What he does to young people, man.
Yeah.
Like, bro, I don't want to go into that conversation. It's just what he does to young people because young people now are more. So young people now in Nigeria are more influenced by social media than school or their parents, right? Like a boy on this because now the internet penetration is like really really very wide. Like a lot of people are on the internet, they're on social media, they're seeing these things, and this is what they see. They don't even see, and that's my problem with not just Nigeria, even America, even pop culture in general. My problem with how people worship celebrities, but I have a problem with how people worship celebrities. They celebrate just the results, right? People,
Yeah.
I see a lot of. I want to use women for example. I want to use Rihanna for example. You always see young ladies like sometimes you see young ladies looking at Rihanna, right? They want to imitate. They want to carry the kind of bag she's carrying. They want to wear the kind of They want to do her kind of makeup. They want to do. Do you understand? Then all this, you never hear people mention the 14 hours she spent in the studio one night trying to record her music, right?
Yeah.
You never see people talking about the work she did to be where she is as
The
Rihanna.
sacrifice.
Rihanna had to work, people, but people don't celebrate that. It's just for my problem with pop culture entirely. Even with men, even with LeBron James, you see guys, people buying his sneakers just because they want to like look like him. They want to like get touch an experience that LeBron James experience, but know what it takes LeBron James to be LeBron James, right? The things people worship about celebrities are so wrong. Not what like you understand what I'm saying? Like that's one of my problems with celebrity worshiping. You're worshiping the result and not the journey, and that is a wrong is a it leads people astray because people will just wake up one day and start living in LeBron James' life and they've not done the work. Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, I get you.
Yeah, I get you. I get you, Steve. It's see, whether we like it or not, it's idol worshiping. People need to chill the fuck
It's
out.
idol worshiping.
Yeah, people need to chill
Yeah.
the fuck out and understand that people actually put work in to get things done. And if you put that work in, I'm not saying you'll be Beyonce. Not everybody's going to be Beyonce, but you would
At
be.
all.
Yeah, but you would see the you will reap the fruits of your labor. But I think
Yeah.
everybody's just looking for a quick way out, especially in Nigeria, and it's very sad. Everybody's just looking for a quick way out. Even people who have done things and established themselves, they are now looking for a quick way out. And I don't know how or where we're going, where it's going to lead to. Honestly, I looked at that thing and it really got to me, and I'm like, why are you posting, whether it's real or not, whether it's fake or not, whether you bought that, dress for that amount, do we need to know?
Yeah. Who
We need
cares?
to go to people. Why are you posting an invoice? Do you know how? Do you know? Man. Gosh. The thing got to me. Oh. It got to me. Seriously. It seriously got to me. But shout out to the AMVCAs. I saw, a couple of winners, people being rewarded. Jadil Siberu, Toby Bakri, um, Brother Shaggy,
Yeah.
um, there's somebody that won. They said, I followed it a bit. Osas won over somebody, and people weren't happy about that. Osas
No more
won.
steals.
A couple of other people won. So shout out again. I think we just need like maybe one more award, right?
Yeah.
So that
Yeah.
they're like two. You know.
Do you know that? You know
Uh,
the crazy thing is that we don't have a Nigerian movie awards.
mhm.
AMA and AMVCA are for Africa. We don't have a
Yeah.
Nigerian movie awards.
We don't
of
have a
repute
Nigerian movie.
anyway.
Yeah,
Of
and I
repute.
believe the AMVCAs are all voting categories, right?
Yeah, I think I have a
Somehow.
problem with that too. I don't know.
I don't
I
have a
don't
Yeah, there's a
problem
think
with
problem
it
with that.
because the award
so. I don't
show.
think.
And I'll tell you why. The award
Okay,
show.
so my problem is I don't think an award you get from. I don't think there should be any prestige in awards you get from voting because it doesn't necessarily say anything about your art. It's not critically. It's not. It's not. It's not a critic award. It's not. It doesn't. It doesn't say anything about your craft. About your art. About the craft itself. It just
It's
shows
more
about
about
how
a
popular
popularity
you are.
contest.
Yeah. So I
Yeah.
don't see that as something prestigious. Like popularity is not. Is not. Is the goal. Like is everyone like in that space? People want to be popular because it adds to your value. But I don't think it should be. I don't think it should be something that's prestigious because everybody is popular, right? I'm not trying to shade him, but Portable is very popular. People, you
I
understand
get
what I'm
what
trying
you
to
mean.
say.
I get what you
You
mean. I get
understand what
what
I'm
you
trying to
mean.
say. Yeah. So I don't
However,
think there's. So
however,
when
I'm not going to
when the
blame the
Grammys, when the
AMVC.
Oscar gives you an award, right? You understand that it's your people that's giving you an award.
Your peers.
You understand? Your peers. So it comes with a lot of prestige. Because these are people who understand the art, like the craft of acting. I don't know, man. I know it's the Viewers' Choice Award. That's the premise of the award.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's the
I got
premise
me
at the end
thinking
of the
when I
day.
saw when I saw some of the awards. It got me thinking. I'm like, bro, I don't think it's that prestigious. I think that award is what is what it is now. It's a social award. It's a social gathering. We saw it now. Like this year's edition made it clear to us that this is a social gathering. It's not an award ceremony. So that's why you see the hype around it. Like I was saying, the people who took the limelights and the whole my dress cost $20,000. It is what it is. It's a social award. It's Met Gala. It's Met Gala. It's not the Oscar. You understand what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, definitely not. It's not the Oscar yet.
I get you. I get you. I get what you're trying to
So
say.
why do you
I
think?
get.
Why do you think it makes sense? It's like
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's they've always the premise, like you said, is that it's always been viewers' choice. They've always
Yeah,
said,
via
"Hey, this is
choice.
a viewers' choice award. This is the kind of award we want it to be. Viewers' choice. People should vote for who they feel performed best." And if that's the mandate and the premise for the award, then so be it. What we just need is we need the we need another award that just focuses on the critical aspects of making movies, making films, acting, etc. Right, and that has to be done by like a movie academy, which we don't have, or if we do have, there's no award ceremony that they are convening together, and that's what needs to be done, because I feel like we should still focus on the critical aspects, and then you can have maybe some open it up some voting categories or not, but you need a group of people behind sitting together and picking out critical performance, best performances, and all that, from sound to acting you know I don't know, man, bro. I don't even know how, because I don't know how they're going to do it, but that has to be done, and that's when people really take the movie awards seriously, or more seriously at
Yeah.
least. All
I
right,
agree.
Seun
I
Kuti
agree.
updates. Seun Kuti updates. Steve, you're with the Seun Kuti updates.
Uh he finally got released now, and he has gone back. He has gone for his tour.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was such an unnecessary development. Now it's something that shouldn't have happened. But I knew the police wanted to just shake him up, rough him off a little bit, right?
Because
Just
of
because
that
of the
footage that leaks,
gravity
right?
footage that leaked. So I used to send a message. But at the end of the day, guys, this is Seun Kuti. Nothing is going to happen to him. I actually know that nothing is going to happen to him.
But
Of course.
they put him through a lot though. Like what I saw, the videos I saw,
But
everything.
that photo of him being paraded, that's bad. That's a bad photo.
Yeah,
So,
that's a bad
yeah,
look.
that look,
I
that
like
is
the
not a
yellow
good look at
background shot.
all.
That yellow
No, no,
background
not
sharp.
not him, not him being paraded with handcuff. There's one that he was paraded with like the other guys that were arrested.
Oh,
Oh,
that
I
they were
saw
You didn't
sitting
that.
see
down.
that one?
Oh,
Yeah, I
yeah, the
saw
He
one
it.
they
was
were
sitting
sitting down.
down.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I saw that.
that was a bad look, bro. Oh man, that didn't make sense. Yeah, it's finally
that's
kicked off his tour. Hope he gets everything settled. Hope the policeman is out of coma now. I wish him good health.
Hey,
I
Paul,
wish him good health.
Paul. This is a policeman who went to the station, wrote a report, reported to his
My
superiors.
brother
Now
is
went to
in
the
coma.
to fall inside coma. Not he was in coma, he
He's in
fell inside the
coma.
coma.
Do you know where this thing came from? Say they don't open office for person here. Do you know where this thing came from?
Hmm.
From Nigerian police. When you say when you see a policeman, they call him an officer. That is what they mean. When police open office for your head, my brother,
Open office.
brother, you will not wish like you wish you were dead, my brother. Police, Nigerian police, don't have police problem in Nigeria.
Okay, motherfucker.
Don't try it. She'll have seen it now. He has experienced it. Someone at that level, look at what they did
Yes,
with
man.
him. My brother.
See the video of him when he came out. He looked very calm. He was
Bro.
like very happy. He left.
No
He
calm
came out
now.
of that
That was not an Idan moment at all.
It wasn't an idle moment to.
Oh God.
Anyways,
It's finally
guys.
free. Hope they sort it out and start out of course or whatever it is.
Enjoy your tour, Mr. Seun Kuti. And go and sin no more. Go and sin no more. Anyways, guys, it's been another amazing episode. I think we ran out of talking points. But we had fun as usual. Thank you guys for making the podcast as usual. And thank you to every listener, Nigerian, non-Nigerian, human, non-human, for listening to another episode of Loose Talk. Keep writing in. We'll keep reading. You're having a terrible headache. Take Panadol Extra or just go to bed.
Yeah, I think I'm just late now. So that's why I can't go out to buy drugs. So I'll just...
Okay. Always just try and have a medicine box or something where you can throw everything in.
I'll just drink a lot of water and just sleep. I was sleeping by the way. Like I thought the podcast was going to be by 10. I set my alarm to 10. So
but you were the one that said we should record at 9 now.
It's true. But I forgot. I think it was a headache that caused it, right? And I forgot. So I set my alarm to 10. I slept around 8 immediately after the Premier League and everything. So it was when you called me that I checked the WhatsApp. I was like, oh shit, it was 9. So sorry guys. So you guys, my energy is really low, but
it's all good. You still have people writing to you and calling you special. It's fine. It's all good. We'll catch you guys on another episode. Peace out.
Sure.